we've just picked up the hire car and it's absolutely massive. Like, it's a people carrier. We could have, like, it's got seats in the back, seats in the middle, and we just need us two here. We have space for a whole crew if we need it. It is 10 p.m. and we've arrived at the Airbnb, so you can get a bit of an idea of what we're working with. Here's Mike. We've got, it's quite a cool, it just feels very American, this kind of view over the sidewalk. This is going to be Mike's bed. It will expand into a sofa bed. I'm just assuming that's Mike's bed. I'm assuming I'm having this. I don't know why I've done that. And then we've got the kitchen over here. And yeah, that's it. That's the digs. Woohoo! So I actually had a bit of a stress with customs. And basically, you should just not say you've got any food. And then you'll just go straight through. But me and Mike suck at lying. And actually, even before we went there, I was like, I'm going to say I have no food. And what did I do? I said I had meat. And I think it's because he said there'd been quite a lot of bodybuilders that had come through already. And so I assumed that, I don't know why, I just assumed that meant, oh, they have food. And he would have been like, yeah, it's totally cool. But basically, they took my cooked beef. So for my last meal now, I've got to replace that. I'm going to replace it with protein powder. And I've got olive oil to have with that as my final meal. Cliff added another tablespoon of olive oil. I think I've had over 100 mils of olive oil today for sure, which is hilarious in some ways because it's just over like 100 grams of fat just from oil. And then Cliff has actually emailed me back because I asked him about weigh-ins tomorrow because we want to try and weigh in as a lightweight. And so he wants me to check in and go to weigh-ins at 9 a.m. So weigh-ins can start from 8. So I'll just aim to get there for 9. And that's pretty much it. The flight was smooth. I'm not a great flyer. I don't love flying, but there wasn't too much turbulence. And it went pretty speedy. So that's good. And I've got a bit more fluids to consume and that's about it. So yeah, I have like a whey and olive oil sludge meal with some fluid and a little bit of salt added in there. And then, yeah, we'll hit the hay and get prepared for tomorrow. Hopefully be able to sleep now, hopefully. So we'll see. But yeah, if you're going through customs and you're wanting to take food through, just don't declare anything, just lie. But yeah, lesson learned. And I only lost one thing of beef. By the way, cooked beef was a problem. Cooked chicken was fine. Don't know why, but I only gave them one lot of my beef, so I have all my beef for tomorrow. So, silver linings. We are currently in the car, in this huge car, on the way back from registration and weighing in. I weighed in at 160.8, was it? I think it
so,
was.
Yeah.
The lightest I've weighed in the longest time. And then they wanted me to hang around to do my polygraph and they forgot about me. So I've only just done my polygraph. It's now almost midday. Haven't eaten anything yet. And so getting back to try and get a meal in. The plan would have been to bring a meal with me, but we thought we'd be able to drive back and come back for my polygraph later, which was basically, yeah, it didn't happen. Anyway, these things happen, life goes on, and it sounds like Cliff wants me to probably start carving up today, which I think makes sense given how flat I am. And after I've had this meal, which is just one of my like depletion meals, we'll go to Star Market for some groceries, all my carb up stuff for tomorrow, but also more and extra so that I have that today available. And then like another meal, and then probably try and get a workout in at some point as well. So
slide right onto the slip road.
So we're in the supermarket, Star Market.
Star Market.
Cereal aisle. Look at this. Proper Cheerios. If I needed this for Rapid Backload Cliff, I would have had them, but in the UK we don't do this. But I don't need them. Oat Crunch Cinnamon. What? These checks. Look at it. I know checks I really, really like. Anyway, I can't get too focused on this because I am now 2 days out, last day of depletion. So have to put this aside for now and focus on the carbohydrate sources I need to be getting, which is rice cakes, which I'm excited about though. This is some of the carbs I picked up. So just some white potatoes, so some russet potatoes, a bunch of rice cakes, got apple cinnamon, and I think American Quaker rice cakes are just that little bit nicer. Also got some jasmine rice somewhere. It might be over there. The jasmine rice.
It's over there.
There's jasmine rice as well as some additional carby sauces. And I'm just sitting down to my second depletion meal of the day, which is chicken, olive oil, side salad, olive oil with some salt. And then I'll get some photos, check in with Cliff and see what he wants to do. I think we need to start carving up today. And hopefully he'll give me some carbs and then we can go do a workout. It won't be a depletion workout, but it will just be like a bit of a pumpy workout that way then. Because it's not depleting if I'm starting to carb up, right? So yeah, let's do this.
Let's go.
We are currently on the way to Planet Fitness because that's the nearest gym to us that has a day pass. And so I'm getting a delt, trap, and ab pump workout. Mike's not going to fall over.
I tried to not to. I'm going to get a delt and arm workout in. So which will be great.
And I have some carbs in my system.
Woo!
So this is 2 days out and we had planned a rapid backload, but I agree with Cliff, and I mentioned this, that we have time now. I've weighed in to get carbs in early and I'm very, very, very flat. So had 6 rice cakes and 8 ounces of potato, and we'll get some rice, jasmine rice in my next meal too.
Let's go.
Let's catch some footage in the gym, hopefully.
I'm leaving my ego at the door.
Don't we always? That is the best way to train.
You ain't gotta ask me. We can hit the road, got room in the backseat. Boys from the back street, come so far, just singing over rap
Strong. We all do the same thing. We believe in the same thing. The most stringent drug testing there is, effective judging across the world. I thank all of our affiliates for being here. Please be ambassadors for natural bodybuilding. I'm Tina, I can say this. The dark side is not really natural, okay? They're not really testing 3 years, a 2-minute polygraph. Yeah, you want to show you can compete there, and that's the end of it, right? Who's going on the Olympia stage for real? Not happening. You are amazing, and you have to be that, okay? Carry the torch. Please help us. Thank you. The classes are posted.
So as you guys saw, hopefully you caught Tina talking through some of the athlete meeting, which was a little bit ago, and I'm currently boiling potatoes, which I need to keep an eye on because they keep wanting to boil over, because Cliff has added in some carbs for me today. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but earlier I had 6 rice cakes with I think 8 ounces of potato. With the last meal I just had, there was 60 grams of jasmine rice added to that. And then to this meal, he's adding 10 ounces of potato and 2 rice cakes. And these are just my typical depletion meals plus carbs on top to try and fill me out a little bit ahead of tomorrow, to get ahead of that, because there's a lot of filling out to do basically. I'm going to be on probably 1,000 grams plus of carbohydrates. I was at the Swiss show. It's a mouthful. And so I expect we'll need similar this time round. I'm lighter, I'm leaner, I was more depleted, so we'll probably, I think it gets me up to like 200 grams of carbs or something today, which is still pretty minimal, but you know, it is. And what was I going to say? So I did get into lightweights. They just split the pro men's into 4, so we've got heavies, middles, lightweight 2, which is me, and lightweight 1. And I think that's because basically they didn't give us weight categories ahead of time. I think my weight category is 170 to 157, which is, it is what it is. I was on the middle ground between that, and I still think we made the right call to make sure I was nice and low. But it'll be interesting to see what I weigh tomorrow morning, and then, well, the day after the peak as well. So we'll just have to see. And my class is the biggest. There's 16 of us, which I'm very excited about, because yeah, I just want to be in the mix. That's really the goal. The goal is to bring my best, but also I want to be in the mix and not come last. That would be really great. But I'll have this meal and then bed, and then it's the rapid backload protocol as per usual, and hopefully I'll actually get to catch Cliff tomorrow, or at least on Sunday, because I think he's going to be around. And hopefully a good night rest tonight, a really good one tomorrow into show day. You guys know the drill by now. So I've done a morning circuit. Well, first of all, had the raisins, which you saw me consuming, then did a morning circuit. So it's just a full body circuit done 3 times, which I filmed in a previous vlog, so I'm not going to bore you with that, just with some bands, body weight. And then after that, it was half a scoop of whey with 110 grams of dextrose, which I make into a paste, and had that. And now just chilling after a shower, and gonna do another whey and dextrose paste before hopefully heading out into Boston briefly to get a coffee, probably from a Starbucks that's really close by, because the weather's not been so great this morning. It's been wet and dreary, a bit like London, but one day out, baby. I don't know at the moment, actually. Let me have a think. Potatoes, a lot of potatoes. This is the initial part of the load. It's quite a lot of potassium-based sources. Later, there won't be so many potatoes going in, and I found the best way to do them is honestly just boiling them. And then at the moment, Cliff has me having it with olive oil and some salt, so I can just make it into mash, and they're easy to go down that way. I still find it kind of hilarious how little chicken I have with some of these meals. 0.5 ounces of cooked chicken, that is 4 grams of protein basically, or 20 grams of raw chicken here. But I do get 8 rice cakes, got 2 apple cinnamon ones, and then 6 caramel ones. I think these rice cakes are probably a bit nicer than Snacker Jacks, and it's nice to get some apple cinnamon. Mike is making a meal. What are you having, Mike?
I'm having like chicken, rice, avocado and salad.
Avocado?
Yeah, guacamole.
Guacamole, my man. Big difference.
Mm-hmm. So guacamole.
We need to get eyes on this salad. Love that. Epic salad.
It's pretty epic, I'm excited.
We are back at the host hotel for a tan. So see me tanned hopefully soon if we can find it. Because we have not found it yet, have we, Mike?
Nope.
I made a boo-boo, which is frustrating, but it's fine. It's fine, it's not a problem. Apart from, it's a hassle for Mike because he's having to drive me somewhere else, drive us. Basically, that was where they were doing the tanning, but because now the amateurs are on, they're at the venue tanning, or rather, well, yeah, at the venue tanning, but doing people's like glaze and everything, so they're not actually at that place, they're at the venue. So, yeah, basically, tanning was there, but not anymore. So going to the venue.
Okay. You kind of flex and rotate, kind of lets me see how the striations are looking good. Okay. All right, let's do front standing. Good. Quarter turn. Quarter turn. You are paper thin, man. Good. Can I see a back double? Good. Can we try something? Can we try? So, what I'm trying to get here is a little more flex on the lower lats.
Okay.
What if you stay a little more upright? So, like, still stick your chest high.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a few manipulations to see what we can get here. This may not work. You know, it's like posing. It's like kind of like trying on clothes. Sometimes it looks good on people. I'm going to do some adjustments here. You should feel your delts tighten when I pull you back a little bit like that.
Oh, my rear delts, yeah.
Yep. Stick your chest up a little bit more, but don't lean back. So lean almost solely upright. And then are you able to flex this right here?
It's hard to.
Okay. Then I'm going to do a little bit more of this. So the reason I want to get, you relax. So the reason I want to get so much external rotation, you look at me real quick. The external rotation is because I don't care as much about the hands. Sometimes that's just how you get it. But I want to get more external rotation because I want your front delts to be more visible from the back. Kind of think of those like the cap on your back double. You know what I mean? So kind of like not only do you get more of a like you said rear delt contraction, but also you kind of like cap it off like that.
Okay.
So raise up like this, and then like that.
Can I think of it like a bit like a face pull?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's how I've been kind of thinking about it.
Right. Good dig on the hamstring and glutes. I like that. You do a good job activating those. Yeah, there we go. And then, good flex on that. There we go. Okay, you go next. That's how I want to do it. Okay, good. And then hit that. There you go. Okay. All right. If you're able to do it while staying a little bit more upright, good. Cool. I want you to play around with that too, even a little bit tonight.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right. Because the big thing is like, you can relax. Because like there's only one guy that's going to be like the widest on stage. So the rest, everybody else has got to like be the most complete. So that's kind of like, if you can kind of make that connection to the lower lats. Also in the off season, I can kind of give you a few exercises to like start building that connection even more. Because also, especially for guys like you and I, we have similar structures, you know what I mean? It's like, I think the lower lats are something that can kind of like separate you from these wide dudes on stage. I like this lighting better. Can we use this? Can you hit them most muscular?
Yeah.
Good. Side chest. Can we do front double? You have great biceps, man.
Yeah.
That's wild. Okay, awesome. All right, you need more food.
Yeah.
Let's, do you have potatoes, rice, and rice cakes?
At home I do. Here I just have rice and rice cakes.
You mean with you right? Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Why don't I text it to you so we can kind of get
Yeah.
Okay, so add an extra cup of 45 grams of carbs from rice and an extra 8 ounces of potatoes. What time do we have your final meal set for?
10:45.
If you want to bump up those meal times a little bit, let's do that.
As in, come a minute earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that so we can get you to bed earlier.
Yeah.
And then maybe an hour before your final meal, can you send me one more set of photos?
Yeah.
Cool.